Palantir's employees are super aligned with investors now in increasing the stock price way past $50 based on Palantir's latest stock-based compensation disclosed on their latest earnings report. So Arnie, a pillar of the Palantir community who also runs the Palantir Bullet Substack, quick side note, just go follow for some awesome research and consolidated weekly news. But back to what he shared on X, he runs through an explanation on the 44 million shares of being stock appreciation rights or SARs that were granted to employees all in Q1 2024. So this is, you can say, a change in strategy when it comes to stock-based compensation. The big kicker here is that the exercise conditions relies on Palantir stock to exceed $50 with a maximum appreciation of up to $20 per SAR. And not simply just for employees to be aligned on stock price, it's also a retention tool considering the 5 years of continued service being another requirement to vest these over time and of course partake in more and more rewards the longer you stay if you achieve this. And Arnie does a quick example on how employees could be awarded based on the stock if rules don't seem to be apparent. So ranging from $30 to $100, essentially if it's below $50, it's not worth anything, and if the stock price is above $50 and below $70, then it's some range between $1 to $20 per SAR. But after $70, there's no more reward because that is above the $20 maximum appreciation noted here. So from a long-term perspective, employees of at least 5 years who vested all these SARs want to hit at least $70 per share to maximize this incentive. So I understand any awarding of this is still technically costing us shareholders, but at least with the added exercise price of $50 and 5 years to vest, which is kind of industry average, but still a pretty long tenure in today's job market, it's not just a freebie anymore. And if Palantir continues to attract the best and brightest engineers, it helps in the equation of holding onto them just a little bit longer. And with this move, Palantir is addressing some of the optical concerns as well around only serving themselves and the employees at the full expense of investors, because with such a strong target and alignment on price, in my opinion, I think it helps their case a little bit more. Now, nothing is guaranteed too, of course, so if they fall short of the exercise price, it'd be disappointing still to us investors, but at least we aren't getting kicked while we're down and paying out much more on top of that, so it's worth a try at least. But why now too, which is a big question. I think before, when Palantir was still finding its footing after dropping to the single digits in 2022, it didn't really make sense to come out with these kind of packages because their effectiveness wouldn't make sense to be a strong motivator, especially if they set a high target like $30 at the time. To them at the time that was high, but now it wouldn't be. So essentially Palantir didn't have the pricing power, because if they did it back then, they'd probably have to pick a lower exercise price like a $20. But now that Palantir has found some consolidation the last year, essentially in the teens and 20s at the moment, as anything can change still, management is signaling their confidence to offer their package to employees at that $50 target. So I think this is also symbolic of the power dynamic around Palantir reigning in stock-based compensation, where employees are a bit more willing to take it with the strings attached, which in turn has to motivate them just a little bit more to reach the goal. But what are your thoughts, though, on the stock appreciated rights and pegging that to $50 exercise price and the $20 max? Do you think that's a reasonable goal and award? Let me know below, and I'll see you in the next video.